All right, guys. We're gonna look at the 409 mill today. Um, it's new to the shop. DRO is on back order. So one of the first things I did to get ready for the coolant system was you have to drill some drain holes. Just started drilling them. Still gotta take them to size and tap them for the fitting, so everything can drain back to the bottom, which will drain down through there back to the reservoir. Look at the control panel here. You got your emergency stop. You got your main power back here. So you turn that off, you get no green light. You turn it back on, you get your green light. So you turn it on, hit start, you're gonna hear everything power up. Hit forward. You got that. So you can just hit that to stop it, so you don't have to emergency stop. But if you go into tapping and you come down, there's a limit switch in this head, so you got to come down, and we're going to lock it. Sorry guys, I'm on my phone. So you bring it down 1/4 inch, and then you can reverse it for tapping. Of course you can't go back forward, but there you go. We'll stop it. Up here you have your oil sight gauge for your gear head up here, your RPMs. You got a indexing ring. This head will go full 90. So here's your auto feed down. When the gear's on, you just pull that over and it'll auto feed down. You do have power up and down for the head. You have its own separate motor back there. It's not incredibly fast, but it's definitely better than hand cranking. So you got a power head. Down here you have your gearbox for all your feeding and your feeds. Over here, if you hold this down while it's going, you got your rapids. So that's just your engagement. You got your locks. Here's your power feed for back and forth. And then this one, depending on if the handle's facing this way, that's whatever the way the handle's going is the way the table's going. So if this handle's over here, the table's going that way. Vice versa. But you got your nice controls there. You got your manual feeds. Kind of dirty, but you got your manual cranking. The handle's right here, so you can put that on there this way, and you can crank it by hand if you want. Nice dust covers to cover the ways. You got your stop here. You got a little digital readout for your Z. Here's your auto feed. Let's turn it back on and try this out. So it's going, that's on 0, right? So we're gonna go to 35,000, and this dial over here will start spinning. And then come over here and engage that, just like that. And your head's gonna start power feeding down at 35 thousandths per revolution. So obviously if you're up here at 1500 RPM, it's going to feed down much faster. But and then when you want to stop it, just go back to 0 and it stops. This mill without the stand weighs 960 pounds. Add 50 pounds for the stand, you're over 1,000 pounds sitting there. and then any other tooling. I'm gonna get a bigger 6-inch Kurt vise in the future. Down here, I do have the super indexer. So it's a 6-inch chuck. I got the faceplate as well with other masking plates for repeatability of bolt patterns or splining shafts or what have you. This is magnetic, so you can put it anywhere. Keep your cutting bit cool. It came with the synthetic cutting fluid, so that's nice. I just gotta get everything hooked up, but I wanted to give you guys a look at this. So I'll let you guys know when the DRO comes in, so we can hook that up and show you how it goes. For the table feed, it has its own separate motor. I wanted to let you guys know that too. So you got your motor up here that runs the mill head. It's 2 horsepower. The website says 1.5 horsepower, but this is clearly marked 2 horsepower. So that's always a plus. That's a 1/3 horsepower. And then this one down here, if you guys can see that, it's upside down, but there's the specs on this motor. And then it has its own gearbox. I think I like this better than the way, say, Grizzly Industrial puts out an extension here, a little dial. There's probably pros and cons, but this has its own oil sump, so you can check and change the oil. You move the table out of the way, and there's the fill for it. So it's got good coverage ways. It's got these little plates that slide. Keeps everything nice. It pushes off all the junk that builds up on there. So I like that. It's a pretty heavy duty mill. Really don't have anything bad to say about it at this point. I think it's going to do very, very, very well. Doing the horizontal milling, turning this head to a full 90, and then you can put something out here and come at it from the side. So you can put a little bit bigger stock over here, say a small engine block or something, if you needed to bore out or do something, or something that's just too big or too long to get at. Pretty versatile mill for its size. I think brand new, this mill is $3,500. You know, as it sits right here without the stand. The stand was an extra $200. But you know, I think there's other mills out there. The RF45, I believe, made by Rongfu. I'm not real familiar. If I pronounce that wrong, please correct me. But it doesn't have this built-in gearbox, and if it does, it's an option. And I don't know how much that costs. But you get this, you get all power feeds, X, Y, and Z, plus the power head for $3,500. So it's pretty nice. 5/8. These are 5/8 T-slots. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this and got something from it. If you're looking for a mill, or for a mill, I'm sorry. It's got a lot of features on it. I like it. So, alright guys, subscribe for more.